Hello, I'm Teik from Teik.com. Now, one of the questions that I'm usually asked when I'm talking about business planning or strategic planning is, how do I implement a plan successfully? I've written the plan, I've got my goals, I've got my strategies. How can I ensure success in implementing that plan? Well, it's important in order to implement your plan successfully that you set measurements. So you need to set measures as well as the actions you will take. In other words, you need to know that when you take a certain action, what are the results going to be and how would you measure them? So the first thing you do when you list down your strategies or your list of actions is to actually set down the results that you want. In other words, the objective of that strategy. You want to increase sales by 20%, or you want to make sure that your staff are suitably qualified in training, or you want to make sure that your customers are fully satisfied with your service. Whatever your strategy is to get there, you want the objectives or the results that you want to achieve. Once you've done that, you need to break them down into milestones, because you're never ever going to increase your sales by 20% in a day or a month. It'll take you a bit of time. You're never ever going to be able to fully train your staff within a short period of time. It will take a certain number of steps. What you want to do is break down the big measurement into a series of milestone measurements to make sure that you can plot it on a graph almost to see that you're improving continually in the way you want. One thing to remember is to measure what you can control. Don't measure what you can't control. I'll give you an example. It is under your control as to how much you spend on marketing in order to bring in the sales. Therefore, you can measure what each dollar of marketing returns to you in sales, because that's under your control. You can't, however, measure things that are outside of your control. For example, the fact that people are moving away from your suburb and you're losing your customers. You can't measure how much you're going to lose or what effect that will have on your increase in sales. But what you can do is you observe what you can't control so that you can make changes. So the real secret of how you implement your plan successfully is to plan for what you can change and you measure that, and you watch for what you can't change so that you can adjust your plan accordingly. A business plan, any kind of plan, is only as good as the facts in front of it. And those facts will change from day to day. So make sure that your inputs, those that you can't control, you're watching very carefully so that you can adjust your strategies accordingly. There you go. That's the secret of how to implement your plan successfully. If you want to know more about creating strategies in your business, if you want to know more about how you organize your business in order to grow it into the business of your dreams, get across to my website, teiko.com, teikoh.com, in order to get these valuable and free advice, tips, systems and processes that you can put into place immediately. While you're there, subscribe to the newsletter that I'll send you every week so that you can get these new ideas that you can implement in your business. And trust me, I hate spam, just like you do, so I promise never ever to deal with your details. They are confidential to me and they are valuable to me. I'll see you there, I hope.